Hi everyone and welcome to $1 million App Ideas. I'm Pietro Messineo, I'm an indie dev and I successfully exited some apps in the past. And that's why I feel comfortable today in giving you some suggestions or even some recommendations on how you can enlarge your app portfolio. And why not, maybe even make some millions out of it. So in this new format, I'm going to unveil 3 app ideas every week. So for each app, we're going to see what is the app about, the revenues of the last 3 months, the amount of downloads that it gets, how complicated it is to make such an app, and also the possible selling price. So the app that we are going to analyze today is called, it's an AI photo tool. And basically, given an image, it can unblur, increase the quality, repair old pictures which are black and white, colorize them, and much more. So using artificial intelligence, it can do all of those things, which is, I think, pretty handy. So let's start. How much money do you think that this app made in the last 3 months? Well, you will be surprised to know that this app made $12.1 million. Well, you may ask yourself like, why it made such a big amount of money? The developers behind this application, or at least the company behind, because we don't know if this app has been acquired by this company, as this company also acquires application. So the company in which I'm talking about is called Bending Spoons, and if you are based in Europe, you may have already heard about this company. They are behind very big apps, and they do a lot of user acquisition and a lot of marketing. And that may be why they reached this big, massive $12.1 million revenue in the last 3 months. But let's going to see how many downloads they get. 6.41 million downloads, which is very much. And how complicated it is to make such an app? Because you can imagine like, wow, such an app that makes such a big amount of money can actually be very complicated, right? Because usually, sometimes at least, some very, very, very big apps make this amount of cash just because it is difficult to copy them. But actually, that's not the case. It's a 3 out of 10 app to replicate because they do use APIs. They did not invent anything. So Remini actually born in 2019, and since that moment, it was offering only some photo tools, nothing specific and nothing much as they do offer today. But once the AI just went out and public tools were appearing on the web, they just updated their app. And that's how they end up with this set of features. So let's talk about the selling price, or at least the possible selling price. First of all, we need to consider several factors. For example, the revenue trends, the profit margin, user growth rates, market potential, and of course also the app sustainability. So how much money this app requires in terms of a backend and the API cost. So usually we use a revenue multiplier which is between 3 times and 10 times the yearly revenues. So let's think about the case of this app which made 12.1 million in the last 3 months, multiplied for other 4 months, we will have the yearly revenues, which is roughly 48.4 millions, considering that this app will stay stable with these incomes. And so if we apply the basic multiplier of 3 times the yearly revenues, we will have an evaluation of $145 million. So potentially this app is or can be evaluated at $145 million. And so let's see how we can make such an app. Once again, if you're following my videos, you will actually find out that we already talk about Replicate quite often. Even this week, in another AI app, the interior designer, we were talking about Replicate. Replicate is a website in which you can find AI and machine learning tools. And so, it's not only about tools, but of course our APIs. So you subscribe, you get your API token, and with your API token, you can do whatever you want. You can use all of those models. So which are the tools that we need in order to build the app that we analyze today. So inside replicate.com, there are categories. One of the categories which may be useful to us is the restore images. Inside this restore images category, we can find a lot of tools, so a lot of APIs, which allow us to restore images, like enhancing quality, the blurring, and so on and so on. Then we also have the edit images category, which contains another big list of tools which allow us to edit images. And why not even upscaling images, one of the features that Remini is offering. So what I noticed is that all the features that Remini is offering are available into Replicate. So what I'm thinking about is, well, maybe Remini is powered by Replicate, or maybe not. I don't know. So why it works? First of all, it's a multi-tool. So people which use this app don't have to, and of course they want to modify images, they don't have to look for other competitors because they have a lot of tools in one. So one subscription, all the tools they need. So you can improve quality of the image, you can have a time lapse from when you're born till you will die, so several images available again on Replicate. You can have the cartoon version of you based on a picture that you send, available in Replicate. You can do restoration of old pictures, black and white, cut with some scratches and whatever, available in Replicate as well. So yeah, that's a very big business. Just prepare front end and that's it. You can be millionaire. So as usual, where do I get my downloads once I will launch this app? First of all, you can close partnership with Instagram influencers, TikTok, YouTuber, whatever. Then you can even cold mailing some blogs. You can do some ASO, which is App Store search optimization, using some tools like Astro, App Figures. You can try to find the best keywords and place yourself on top of the competition. And if you have some budget, you can even do some Apple search ads. As I did a spoiler before, this app, or at least the app that we analyze today, is called Remini, and it's an AI photo enhancer from Bending Spoons, Italian company, which is very big and well known for app development and app acquisition. You can try to download it in order to understand which are the features that they are offering. Once again, I think that 99% of the features which they are offering are available to use on replicate.com. So that wraps up our app idea of the day. I hope that this concept sparks inspiration for your upcoming app portfolio. As usual, little disclaimer, all the data that we saw in this video related to downloads, revenues, and even the selling price, I would say, are coming from data public tools, which means they need to be considered as estimates, and so they may not be accurate. Anyway, let's keep in touch. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord community in which we are talking about app growth, monetization, and you can just discuss freely about your app and your app ideas with the other members of the community, and see you at the next video.